I'm Cheryl.
I'm Kat.
And we are
the
military model making couple. We got it right, yay!
First time.
Right, basically...
In a while.
Yeah. It's first time. First actual one we've done together, I think, this year. Second one we've done together this year.
First one though in our flat. This is our domicile now.
Yes, we are here now for as long as we are allowed, to be fair. So just a quick update to say that we're not dead, we're still alive, we are still modelling.
Yeah.
So first of all, have you got your picture, or?
I was going to say, well, what we'll do is we'll put that in as a picture in the video somewhere. But what's happening is the layout as you, the viewers, have seen it on the Facebook pictures and such. It's an end-to-end layout. The plan was always to make it a continuous run and extend the boards out slightly, but instead what we're going to do is I'm buying a sheet of 6 foot by 2 foot 5mm ply from probably Wicks, unless anybody knows of a cheap and cheerful supply around here. Because
Wrexham.
In Wrexham.
That's where we are, in Wrexham.
Because I don't know of any other timber merchants in the area. Please don't say B&Q because
they're rubbish, we don't like those.
I just don't like theirs.
And we know Wicks and that's it. We don't know any littler timber merchants to get cheaper wood from.
Yeah, I've seen Hughes Grey. I know there's a few of those in the area, but I don't know what the prices are because they're not very responsive to emails. But hey ho, there we go. But anyway, 6 foot by 2 foot board. That's then going to be tacked on to the existing 6 foot by 10 and for some strange reason a 1/4 inch. I don't know how I managed to come up with that measurement, but there we go. And that will then extend it out and make it into a proper little continuous run in the area, and just be a lot more, just more going on within it. There'll be no standard gauge as yet, but I do plan to put a standard gauge section in there fairly soon to get some Rolls-Royce Sentinel locomotives. One for definite, possibly two, but that's by the by. But yeah, set up, getting ready to get it built into a continuous run layout, and that should be starting...
When you get wood.
Trust her to say that. Really? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, basically on from his price when I have a diesel depot, is it?
Yeah, well, diesel storage depot. Most of the structures are going to be still there, but we're going to have like a triangle junction, which an individual said wasn't prototypical. However, a lot of other individuals came in on site and actually said, "There's that, there's that, there's that, there's that," and there was at least 7 or 8 mentions. There's also one just up the road in Chester as well, just outside of Chester Station. So yeah. Prototypical, it's very prototypical. May not be so on some narrow gauge systems, but I'm not prototypical.
Yeah, we're not done.
No.
Don't do prototypical, don't do normal, what's the point of that?
Exactly.
As far as, are you done on your update, or?
More or less. I think the next couple of weeks I'm going to buy the timber and then get it put together and start just a case of getting the extra track and doing the planning and such to go along with. And then once that's done, hopefully everything will work perfectly, because I'm going to take off all the track from the current board. It's all coming off, and I'm going to relay it with the new diagram in place, because obviously where the triangle area sits, as you'll see on the photo, it comes part way over the board anyway, so I'll need to get some copper clad, get that soldered on, and just crack on with it from there. I haven't done any modelling myself over the last month or two, simply because we've been attending quite a few shows recently.
Yeah.
Our most recent one, you did put the photos up, didn't you?
I did the I've done the Night Fighter Sig one on my CD33R4 page, that video.
RAF Cosworth. Cosford. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't know why I said Cosworth. There we go. Maybe I'm thinking about Ford Sierras. I don't know.
We took a load of pictures, and basically we did do a video prior to this of just basically a slideshow of the pictures we got up to that. We went down basically on Saturday of the model weekend, and what we did is we just had a walk around on the Saturday and then did the show on Sunday. Kat's favourite part of the Cosford Museum?
Hangar 3, Cold War era.
lots of lots of videos in that you were watching, weren't you? Lots of missiles as well. A lot of missiles in that one.
Well, yeah, we were. Well, I believe it was an ICBM missile, presumably decommissioned. But I was.
It'll have to be decommissioned. A bit dangerous, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, but no. Well, what I mean is in some of the internals still there, rather than just the shell, just the shell unit. And I was as close to it as I am to Cheryl now. Very much touchable, very touchable.
And my favourite bit was the I can't remember what kind it was. It was one with the Spitfire, the Mosquito, the Defiant in.
That was Hangar 2.
Yes. But there was a certain name for it.
Test flight.
No.
Sorry, not test flight. It was the one next door to test flight.
Flying through the years or something. I'm not quite sure. But I really liked that one. I got very excited about seeing a mozzie in real life, or a mosquito, or de Havilland mosquito for those who don't like my term of demozzie. I was like, I got a video going, demozzie, 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 demozzie. Very excited by that. And then a couple of other random videos that I got, which I haven't even edited yet. I've got one going around the Hercules, one talking about the rear turret on the Defiant, lots of pictures on the wall. And then on the Sunday, we spoke to a very nice lady, she was very nice, who worked at the museum. And then on Sunday, basically, we were with the Night Fighter SIG, as we said a bit earlier, and I was displaying my both Fighter, Blenheim and Mosquito again. I actually got some interest this time that someone asked me if I sold any models. No, I've only made like a few. And I don't think they're good enough to sell.
But the interest there, though.
But the interest is there. I actually got some conversation asking me about my models that I had built, so I was quite happy about that. But also,
I was going to say part of the interest was because, see, we have a typewriter, a proper typewriter. We'll stick a picture of that in somewhere. But we made a point of, before our very first show, or Cheryl's very first show, I should say, we kind of thought, why don't we try and look for a typewriter, see, what we can find, if it's viable to get one and affordable to get one, and do the record cards as description notations. And obviously because people tend to use printers nowadays to do things, I thought, no, let's go right back to start, kind of. And yeah, we found one in the, oddly enough, Wrexham Air Ambulance charity shop, 15 quid. So I thought, we'll have that.
So you have to go check tea?
Yes, I shall.
Yeah. Also, after that, we also had a conversation about my models being very shiny. And I was advised to get some Humbrol matte coat, Humbrol, and basically try and coat over the shiny clear coat, satin coat. What?
Pause at this point.
I can't pause it.
No, I'm just saying to pause it
right.
The notation in the video.
Pause. Tea's being done. There you go. It's about 9:30 on a night. Basically what I was told to do is buy some matte coat and test it over some of my shiny models, which I have done that to the Blenheim actually.
Yeah, she looks pretty decent.
Probably might not be able to tell, but that was actually a lot less shinier than what it was. And the underside. You probably can't tell on this, but believe me, it has generally matted it down very well. Hasn't had no adverse reactions to the decals, the previous layer, the previous coats. Nothing's gone astray with it, so I'll be doing that to the Mosquito and the 148 Bowfighter. And I will also be doing that for this little chap I'm building. So if you've been following the page, Harrier, I did a poll. I did a Harrier update where I was putting it together, and obviously got the top layer of their paint and there. There's just the camo paint to go on and the decals, which I am not looking forward to the decals because they're tiny. Then I will go over with the matte coat, part of the RAF 100, again British Aviation and Scale Group build. And I'm also going to get my Defiant in that one. I'm pretty confident I'm going to have at least 2, possibly even 3 builds, because this group build doesn't end till June 15th, I don't think, so I reckon Definitely 2, possibly 3 if I'm good. Also, other stuff we've been doing.
Other stuff?
The Model Club.
Oh yes. Yeah.
We, the Military Model Making Club, will have set up our own modelling club from after Cosford. Do you want to have a little talk about that one? So I'm not talking all the way through. I'm just giving myself a chance to have a drink.
And a breather.
And a breather, yeah.
Yeah. What we're doing is, well, setting up a model making club. The Wrexham, Wrexham Wings
Model Club.
Model Club. Those of you who've been following the Facebook page will know, the location of it and such where it's going to be. If you want to know the location, we'll put it in the description bits in the video. If you want to ask about it, then please
go
feel
ahead.
free
Or
to
you can just
mention
go
it in the
on
comments.
Facebook, look for Wrexham Wings, and it'll tell you all the information there. When our first meeting is, where it's going to be held, what time. I haven't done what I plan to cover, but I brought that down. I kind of have a rough idea. But it's a brand new model making club for the Wrexham region. So anybody in Wrexham who wants to do any kind of military modelling, we are covering trains.
Military railways.
Yeah.
For the most part, because obviously it's relating to military orientated gear, and if you don't necessarily have any info or knowledge about military railways, just ask, because I'm an absolute litany of useless information when it comes to that stuff, because we've got information on Longtown, Eastriggs, which is technically the same thing, just one's over the border from the other. For those of you who don't know where the bases are, Eastriggs is just near Gretna. It's not very far away from there. Still viewable on Google Maps as well, if you want to do some research on that. Again, Longtown as well. That's got the bases still there, and again viewable from Tryckwyn. Don't ask me how to spell that. There's bits and pieces of information on that, but it's a bit sketchy because there's not a lot of photographs or track diagrams for that particular. It's
basically Cat's Military Railway has got
bits and pieces of integrated of different bases
so Cat knows quite a lot about that. So if you like military railways, narrow gauge, standard gauge, speak to Cat. He'll have a conversation with you. He would like other people to come along and build military trains with him at the meetings. Everybody knows I do planes. We've got a gentleman who does Russian aircraft, and he does do some Russian tanks. But anything military themed, you can make cars and do them militarised.
Yes, incidentally, I will be making a small investment. I say small, probably won't be that small.
It won't be that small.
With a company called Collector Kit, because he has a large amount of American orientated vehicles that I'll be getting hold of. They were in a music video on YouTube by FM Attack called Sleepless Nights. The video to that, it has like a little capture of Sylvester Stallone's like bone shaker, for want of a better phrase, extremely fast car from the film Cobra. Basically it's like the car kind of like flying almost through the air. God only knows how that thing managed. That must be fully stripped out, but there we go. But yeah, watch that. There's some of the vehicles in there, and yeah, I'll be buying some of those and putting those together. But if you want to buy your own vehicles to put together, please do.
Militarise them. Do military. What if you had a Ford Sierra with a turbo boost 3 in a war zone? I'm just making stuff. I'm just making stuff. I kind of just put together loads of what?
The van.
Oh yes, Cats. We have the van still. We were going to sell it, but we decided we're going to keep it. Not that we think it's going to pass its MOT, but
if it does, it'll be by miracle.
Or bribe. No, we won't bribe. Honestly, we'll make it road safe. I swear.
It's got to be.
It will be. We wouldn't have it any other way. Kat had this great idea. My original plan for the van was black with green leopard print on the sides to go with my mountain bike riding. For those who didn't know, I was previously a mountain bike racer, and I designed kit and stuff, and the van was originally going to be in that livery. But since we've gone into modern aeroplanes, Kat had this fabulous idea of
turning it into a bomber.
Yeah.
Though it already isn't a bomber.
Like you've heard of, you know, bombs hit it, like your mum or your dad said, or your room was like a bombs hit it, or
Bomb site.
bomb site, yeah. Our van probably really will look like that.
Well, we're making major adjustments inside because obviously we don't live in the thing anymore. 9 months was quite enough. I know a lot of other people do live in their vans pretty much full time. Kudos to them for that.
Hope it's recording all this, you know. I don't know if it's recording. If it's gone off, I'd be well annoyed. It's still flashing, but
yeah, it's still
just
flashing.
every 5 minute stop thing.
Yeah, we'll just have to. If it's done that, then we'll be fucked.
You can't swear.
I just did. Edit that. Edit. We'll just put a beep there somewhere.
If I can work that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kat's idea. Make it a night bomber, more specifically a night bomber.
Yes.
With the night bomber roundels.
Yeah, with black satin, black spray paint.
Probably black
and,
satin 'cause it looks nice on a bit.
Yeah, and satin, and using the like blue and red roundels, accustomed
Just
to
like that.
night riders, and also putting that on both sides, but obviously the respective directional, and then trying in
I'm
one
going
way or
to try
another
and think of
get that translated into Toya. So it's still technically Toya Transit, but the O is going to have the
T roundel Y in, and we have to reverse that on the other side.
Yeah.
But might take a bit of working out. But yeah, that's the plan. We've already had a quote for the roundels, and we've been quoted really reasonably, about 60 quid I think for 2 roundels.
Mm.
That's 60 quid each.
Which span approximately
168 millimetres or centimetres.
We're going to have to rework that because I only asked for 2 foot. It was 24 inches. 168 is like over 2 metres. Well, sorry. No, it isn't 2 metres. Sorry. It's
1.6
centimetres. Like
it's
6 foot.
1.6 metres. And 1.68 centimetres from me. We'll have to check it. We'll have to check the...
Well, it's still 6 foot. It's about 5 foot.
But yeah, we're going to have roundels. We're going to have roundels on the side. We
Anyway,
need to
yes.
get a window input, and we also need to get a table input to make it legally a camper. But
also, as an aesthetic on the outside, 2 white lights, like small like white lights as landing lights, and also port and starboard coloured lights as well. But because they will be static lights, i.e. not flashing or anything like that, they'll be perfectly road legal. I've already checked.
Yeah, you're not allowed flashy stuff and drive. You're allowed to park up and have flashy things, but you're not allowed to drive.
Yeah. Plus, if you look at any given really fancy HGVs on the roads nowadays, you'll see that they're all sort of lit up with all sorts of bloody colours.
But anyway, we're going to have to wrap this up now because tea will be done. We have wandered off the subject a little bit. It was only going to be a 10-minute video. Now it's about 15. I will probably edit this tomorrow.
Right, so there'll be a lot of stuff cut out.
There might be a lot of stuff cut out. Oh no. I think it's gone alright personally. Apart from the swear word.
Bleep.
So, thanks a lot for hopefully watching this video when it gets uploaded. Thank you to everyone who subscribes to our channel, we appreciate it. On Facebook, check us out, CD33R4 Model Making and Dioramas. Yours?
Shed37MOD.
Also, I can't even say, I'm not very good with Riz and Riz. Wrexham Wings Model Club. All on Facebook, and there is also Twitter, but that's my Twitter. CD33R4 Modelling, again on Twitter. And yes, we might be at shows ourselves. We've been advised to get a table at a show in November, locally. So just see if Kat can get his military railway finished off by then. But that's...
Here's to hoping.
November, it's miles away. So we'll...
Yeah, that's what we said about June. It's creeping up.
June's like 2 months
creeping up on us.
But anyway, thank you very much again. Sorry if we wandered off. But we have missed you. We have missed talking to the camera at no one who's really there or in this room, apart from us two. And my planes, and our Coke. And the modelling table and chairs. So, goodbye.
See you later. Have fun.
Right. Switch it off.